Hello and welcome to the Yoga by Candace YouTube channel. Today we're going to do a little yoga flow using some blocks. So go ahead and grab your blocks and let's actually start seated on the blocks. You can put them together like this, or you can put one on top of the other and then have a seat on top. Just going to take a couple deep breaths. So come into whatever comfortable seated position feels good for you. Go ahead and close your eyes or keep a soft gaze. And take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Go ahead and do that 2 more times. As you breathe in, notice some length through your spine all the way up through the crown of your head. And exhale, relax your shoulders down and away from your ears. On this last breath in, see if you can breathe into your mid-back. Maybe feeling your ribs expand, find that height through your spine, through the crown of the head, and then exhale, notice your collarbones broaden ever so slightly as your lungs empty. And then from here, flutter your eyes, open up, and then bring your yoga blocks to the top of your mat, one on either side. And then find your way into an all fours position. Hands are underneath shoulders. Spread your fingers as wide as you can. See if you can plug all 4 corners of your palms into the mat. Then push the ground away ever so slightly so you feel your core engage, you feel your upper back round a little bit. And then begin to kind of create a circle with your shoulders. So I'm going to go 3 in one direction and then 3 in the other. And if you have stiff wrists, or maybe you've been lifting weights and your forearms are feeling tight, you'll notice this probably feels pretty good. At the end of this 3rd circle, you're going to turn your fingers out to the side. So your fingers are kind of looking like that. And then you'll just shift your weight side to side. And again, this should just feel really nice for your forearms. Make sure that you keep pushing the ground away. Core feels a little bit engaged. You're protecting your low back. And then slowly begin to turn your fingers towards your knees. And then from here, curl your toes and then sit back just a little bit. We're going to kind of pulse back and forth. And turn your left hand to point forward and flip your right hand so you're on the top of your palm and your right fingers are pointed towards your knees. Don't put a ton of pressure in that right arm, just a little bit, and then sit back, and that should give you a nice stretch across the top of your right forearm. And then we'll switch sides. So now we're flipping left hand, keep the left arm straight, sit back, not a whole lot of pressure on the top of that left hand, and release. From here, come up onto your knees, step your right foot forward, take your blocks and flip them so that they're at the tallest setting. And then we'll send the hips forward, puff your chest out, press down into your right heel and your left knee and try to kind of magnetize them so they're sort of coming towards one another. Take your gaze up, lean back with your upper body, tuck your tailbone. You should feel a really nice stretch through the front of your left leg. Then ever so slightly, draw your right hip back. Left hip almost feels like it's hiking up a little bit. You sort of lean slightly with your upper body to the right. That'll intensify it a little bit. And then exhale, reach your hips back. Straighten your front leg. Look down at your front foot and give it a little wave, side to side. And then from here, flip your blocks so they're on their middle setting. Lift your back knee. Now, keeping your back leg straight, reach your back heel towards the mat. It's not going to get there, but have that intention. We're just going to go back and forth. And if you put some pressure in the right heel, you'll feel your right glute fire on, and then apply a little bit of pressure to the left big toe. And as you come forward, you might feel a nice stretch across the bottom of the right big toe. And then reach that, I think I just said right big toe, I meant left big toe. Reach your left heel towards the ground. Nice. And then from here, come to neutral on that back foot and lift and lower your hips. So you're trying to keep your back leg straight, but you're also trying to lift your hips up and then lower them down while keeping the back leg straight. That should feel like a nice stretch across the front of the left leg. And then we'll lower the knee down, step back with the right knee. Left foot comes forward, flip the blocks back onto their highest setting, send the hips forward, tuck your tailbone, and then begin to magnetize your left heel and right knee so they're reaching towards one another. You feel kind of a lift through your pelvic floor. Collarbones are broad, taking your gaze upward. It should feel really nice through the front of your right thigh and hip flexors. And then you can think about having the intention of drawing your left hip slightly back and hiking your right hip up a little bit. It's not a whole lot of movement, but you just have that intention and it just intensifies the stretch a little bit more. And then release, sending your hips back. You can dig into your left heel. Take a look at your left foot, give it a wave. Spine is neutral, trying not to round through your back here, neutral spine. And then again, you can think about drawing left hip back, right hip slightly forward. Whew, and you'll feel something through the hamstrings for sure on that left side. Then flip your blocks so they're on their middle setting. Step your left foot flat as you come forward. Curl your back toes, lift your back knee, and then begin to shift forward and backward. Press into your left heel so you can feel your left glute working, and then apply a little pressure into the right big toe. And as you come forward, if it's tight on the bottom of the foot, you'll feel something. If it's not, you might not feel that much. I don't really feel anything compared to the other side. Reach your right heel towards the mat. Get a nice stretch through the calf muscle. If it's tight, you'll really feel it. If it's not, you probably won't. Back leg stays straight as you can. And then coming to neutral on your back foot, we're going to lift and lower the hips, trying to keep the back leg straight. Go as low as you can, and then as high as you can, and just notice what you notice. One more time. Great. And from here, we're going to step the right foot forward. So you can just put some pressure in the left heel, drag it forward, and then come up onto your tiptoes, and then we'll sit down. From here, I'm just going to turn so I can face you. Now, if you find that when you sit like this, your low back wants to round, you'll probably want to sit on one of your blocks, but if not, no worries. Now we'll extend the left leg out to the side. Right heel comes in towards your pelvis. We'll reach up and over. We're looking to try to get a nice stretch across the side body here and maybe into the low back. You can use this elbow to press into your knee to kind of twist through your upper body. You might feel a stretch through your inner thigh as well. And you might also feel a stretch through your lat of the upper arm. Just gonna breathe. And then on your next inhale, rise up. We're gonna shift the whole body forward. So you're coming up onto your knee. And then you can take either, not the block you were sitting on. If you're sitting on the block, keep that one behind you. But take your other block, put your hand down onto it and reach up and over. You're trying to get as long as you can. Turn this extended legs foot in towards your face a little bit and press your hips forward as you lean back with your upper body. And then release. We're gonna do that one more time. Reach up and over, big stretch. Pressing into your extended leg to get a twist through your spine. Full, long, deep breaths. Notice what that feels like in between your ribs. And as you inhale, rise up, place your hand on the block. You can swing. See how I'm swinging this foot behind me a little bit? Reach up and over. Send your hips forward, upper body back. And then release. We'll do the other side. So take your block with you. Again, you're sitting on the block if your low back is wanting to round. Go ahead and reach up and over as you breathe in. And then apply a little pressure of this elbow into the right leg to find a twist. I'm also thinking about feeling really grounded through my left hip. So really plant roots through that left hip. Reach out through the left knee. Low, deep breaths. Trying to breathe into the low back, mid back. And then inhale, rise up. Take your hand to the block. Come up onto your shin. Reach up and over. Sending hips forward. Upper body reaches back behind you. Almost feels like a back bend. And then release, come back into that original side stretch. The other thing you can do is imagine somebody's pulling this wrist away from you, but you're resisting that pull. You're trying to plug your arm into your shoulder. And that can give you a nice stretch through the lat muscle right here. Long, deep breath. And then inhale, rise up. Swing that foot behind you and reach up and over. Hips go forward, upper body goes back. And then inhale, rise up. We're coming down onto the shins. We'll turn to face the front. You can keep your blocks at your side, going up and back into downward dog, and just pedal out the legs. So bending one knee and then the other. Pushing the ground away with the base of your palms. No worries about whether or not your legs are totally straight. You just have that intention, trying to find a nice stretch through the backs of each leg. On your next breath in, sweep your right leg up and back. And then step your right foot towards the front of your mat. Inhale, rise up, and then settle into your hips a little bit. Weight is in your front heel and the back foot. And then scoop your elbows slightly forward. Reach your fingers slightly back. Tuck your tailbone slightly as you look up. And then bring right hand to your hip. Left arm goes up and over towards the right. Keep tucking your tailbone. Feel a nice stretch through the hip flexors on that left side. And then release. Lower hands down, step back. Plank position. Lower all the way down to the mat. And then inhale, just peel your chest up. Exhale, lower down. Curl your toes, lift your knees, press up and back, downward facing dog. So notice what the right side feels like compared to the left as you wiggle. Bend one knee, then the other. And we take it over to the other side. So breathe in, left leg. It's going to lift up and back. Step your left foot towards the front. Find your sense of balance. Rise up. Elbows go out to the side. Tuck your tailbone under. Weight is in your front heel and the ball of the back foot. Scoop your elbows slightly forward. Reach your fingers slightly back. Relax your shoulders down and away from your ears. Think about collarbones being broad. Then left hand comes to your hip. Right arm goes up and over. Then inhale, release. Send the hands down, stepping back into plank position. Lower down onto your knees, and then reach your hips back for child's pose. As you inhale, come back onto all fours. Curl your toes, lift your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. And just notice how this downward dog feels compared to the very first one that you did. Inhale, rise up onto your tiptoes. Bend your knees. Step your feet towards the front. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold forward, soften your knees. Let your head go. Breathe in, rise all the way up. Arms come up overhead. Exhale, arms by your side. Breathe in, sweep your arms up and back. Exhale, send your hips back, fold forward. Breathe in, lift up halfway. Exhale, lower your hips, reach your arms up by your ears, but plug your arms into the sockets. Then tip forward, forward fold. Breathing in, lift up halfway. Breathing out, plant your hands down, step back to a plank position. Then lower the right knee down, swivel that right foot back behind you as you rise up. You're facing the long edge of your mat. Reach up and over, gate pose. Trying to find length here through the right side of your body. Then inhale, rise up. Take your right hand either down to the mat, or you can grab one of your blocks and put your hand on the block. From here, option to stay here, or you can lift your bottom knee and hold that in. Lower the knee if you've lifted it, rise back up, and you'll turn and lower the hands down, plank position. Lower down halfway. Inhale, lift upward, facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On your next breath in, step forward with the left knee right into the center of your mat, and then you'll just turn. I'm going to turn this way so you can see me. Same thing on the other side. We have gate pose first. You're trying to create length in between each rib as you breathe. And as you inhale, rise up. Option to go right down to the mat and lift up, or you can take your block with you. Trying to find length here as well, to the side body, pressing the hips forward. And then option to stay here, or if you're looking to activate a little bit more, lift your bottom knee up. Lower the knee if you've lifted it, and then we'll slide down. Finding our way into cobbler's pose. Bottoms of the feet are touching. Draw your heels in towards your pelvis. Look down and open up your feet like a book. So you're putting your thumbs into the arches and then reach forward with your chest. Now, if you're finding that your low back's wanting to round, just grab hold of your block, go ahead and have a seat on it. No matter whether or not you're sitting on a block, think about opening up through the collarbone. So don't round forward in order to help yourself get down. It's less about how far low can we go and more about how long can your spine be. The other thing I like to do, just because it feels really nice on my low back, is kind of glide side to side. So if that feels good for you, go ahead and do that. And as you inhale, lengthen your arms, bring your hands under your knees, press your knees together. And then we'll come to lie down on the mat. And let's hug the right knee in towards the chest. Extend your left leg long. Then see what happens when you press through your left heel, drawing your left toes towards your face. If you're super tight through the calves or the soleus muscle, you might feel a nice stretch there. You may not feel as much if you're not tight there. Then reach under your knee with your hands and lift the lower part of your right leg up towards the ceiling, maybe back towards your face. Not so important whether or not this leg becomes straight. More important, do you feel a nice stretch through your hamstrings? And then imagine that the leg is kind of like a baseball bat, and you're just turning that baseball bat side to side. And that'll hit different parts of your hamstring muscles. It can feel really nice. Then hugging your knee into your chest with your left leg, put your right hand down on the ground, press into that hand to twist up and over. And once you're up and over, you can flip your palm. You can make a little like snow angel movement. That feels good. And then release. Let's come back to the other side. So right leg extends, hug your left knee in. Tuck your chin a little bit. Press out through the bottom of the right heel. Draw your right toes towards your face. And then kick your left foot up towards the ceiling. Interlace your fingers around the back of the knee. And then with your leg semi-straight or very stiff, just turn your leg side to side. And then hug your left knee in with your right hand, left hand on the ground, and then push into the left hand to twist up and over. And then flip your palm, option to make that snow angel movement with your left hand. And feel really nice if you're tight through the chest. It can also feel very intense. So pay attention to how you feel. Don't push anything past your discomfort zone into the pain zone. Discomfort's okay. Pain is not so much. And then release. And then lower down. Palms facing up. Go ahead and close your eyes if that feels comfortable to you. Let's just take 3 slow, long, deep breaths. Gently begin to wiggle your fingers, bend your knees, and roll over onto your side to come into a comfortable seated position. Ah, that feels so good. Bring your hands to heart center. Go ahead and close your eyes. Take a moment to give thanks for your practice, your body. And when you're ready, seal it in. Thanks so much for practicing with me. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly feel so much better in my body, and I hope you do as well. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and let me know what you'd like to see in the future. I'll add it to my list, and I'll create as soon as I can. Bye.